Logan Paul apologized. Sort of. For saying that he wanted to try being gay for the month of March as a New Year's resolution. I mean, listen, okay, Logan Paul has never been very good at apologies, but people feel like Logan's apology this time was little more than an advertisement. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that in a second, but first, the intro. Hello and welcome back to InformOverload, where we talk about what's happening on the internet. If you're new here, hey, I'm Charlotte. And if you're a returning subscriber, potato. If you haven't already, follow the IO team on social media. Our links are posted in the description of this video. Alright kids, gather round, let's talk about Logan Paul. Things have been quiet on the Logan controversy front as of late, but things don't really stay quiet for long when it comes to Logan Paul. So we've already talked a little about this topic in our video last week. If you haven't seen that video, we'll link it at the top of the screen right now. Somewhere up there. But here's a quick recap. Last week on the Impulsive podcast, Logan Paul was talking about his New Year's resolutions. For the month of January, he's going alcohol free and he also wants to try veganism. February, things are going back to normal. Meat and vodka galore. And then for the month of March, Logan said that he was doing a challenge called Male Only March, where he was going to go gay for a month. This definitely upset a lot of people. Number one, because he said it was a challenge, and number two, because Logan was somewhat insinuating that he was choosing to be gay, and a lot of people don't choose to be gay. It's still unclear on whether or not people do choose to be gay, but the general consensus is it's not a choice. And the fact that Logan was choosing was offensive to many. I also think that one of the main reasons why people were upset was because this was Logan Paul, who's been trying to get into the public's good graces since the incident that shall not be named. Suicide Forest. If you haven't guessed by now, saying that he wanted to go gay for a month was probably a joke. Like, I'm around 99.99997% sure that this was a joke. But then again, maybe it wasn't. On Twitter, Logan said that he was sorry for saying what he said, but then simultaneously advertised his podcast. He tweeted, "Very poor choice of words. My fault. Let's get together and talk about it on my podcast next week." I feel like this was the opportunity to sort of say that it was a joke, but maybe he wants to clarify on what he's doing, I'm not sure. I guess we will all have to wait until the podcast to hear the full apology. On the one hand, I get that he wants to better explain himself and have time to talk to his babysitter about what he should say. On the other hand, I can sort of see how saying what he said drives traffic. Listen, all of YouTube and the media is talking about Logan Paul saying that he would go gay for a month, and now everyone is going to tune into his podcast to hear his explanation. Many thought his apology was half. Travis Geese tweeted, translated, "Poor choice of words. Want to come on my podcast next week so I can make money off my poor decision?" Brennan tweeted, "There's a difference between an apology and a calculated response and or ad. This was an ad. The Suicide Forest apology was a calculated response. Have yet to see a genuine apology." And a lot of people also came to Logan's defense. Keemstar tweeted, "It's 2019, no one thinks sexuality is a choice. Clearly Logan Paul is joking and not going to be gay for a month. All your tears are pointless." King C tweeted, "That podcast was a whole day ago and now y'all want to talk about it? I'm gay, nothing he said made me defensive. I'm fine and still breathing. Why are you people so sensitive?" Alright, I want to know your thoughts. Is this apology genuine? Did he have to apologize? I'm also genuinely wondering if we have any members of the LGBT community watching right now. How do you feel about this and Logan's apology? Let me know down there in those comments. For now, I'm going to respond to some comments from our last video on Logan Paul. Marco Juan Pedro Sanchez said, "I wouldn't be surprised if he's most likely just doing this for the views and an attempt to stay relevant, which as a gay man irks me. For a lot of us when we came out, we risked losing people close to us. I've had friends kicked out, been disowned by their parents for being LGBTQ. I remember when I came out, I was super nervous because my family's both Catholic and Latino. Fortunately, they accepted me, but for many that's not the case." Thanks so much for your comment, Marco, and I do think it's relevant and it does provide some insight into why some people were upset by Logan's remarks. Alien Hunter said, "Does this mean Chloe Bennett dumped him finally?" I think it might be safe to say that Logan and Chloe are kaputs. J-Hope Hobie said, "Charlotte, I just got Insta and I followed IO, you and Johnny, are you proud? I am so proud of you." Thank you for the follow. Modern Dude Man said, "Charlotte Dobre, please marry me. I am a millionaire, sort of, cause my dad is, and I will keep you happy, I promise." I got my own money, boo, but thanks for the offer. Seeger said, "Low gay Paul." Okay, only gay joke that I'm gonna include. Only gay joke. Just because it's a funny play on words. The video is over. Thank you so much for joining us for a few minutes of your time. If you want to keep watching IO, we put together a playlist for you with a bunch of videos just like this one. That's right over there. And obviously, if you enjoyed your time here, why don't you leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so I can see you in the next IO video.